Hi guys, it's Allie with Chaos Monkey, and I just wanted to kind of do a quick update on my WIPS and finishes and all of that. I'm kind of having technical difficulties, so between my phone and my computer, I'm not really uploading stuff the way I want to, so hopefully this works out. There we go. And so for finishes, I'm just going to jump right in because I also have limited record time on my phone. It cut me down to 10 minutes before it shuts off. So I'm going to try to do this with as little editing as possible and then fix my phone issue again. So just to let you know why I'm kind of rushing through. Let's see. For my yarn bingo, did I do anything on my yarn bingo? I did create a spring headband. And this was just out of Thick and Quick. Lion Brand Thick and Quick, I think. Is that what this is? It was a sparkly. I don't have the color name or anything, but it's just a white with a gold sparkle. And then it just has a flower on it, out of scraps. These are all scraps, really. Whatever I had in stash. So I did the spring headband, and I did the coaster, drink coaster in your favorite color, and I just did it in like a spring themed little flower out of cotton, just again stash yarn, stash cotton. And what else did I do? I have sent a card to a yarny friend. I think I did that. Work on a blanket project. I did do this. I actually worked on a couple blankets, but I'll show you guys. This one is my current blanket. This is the Jayda and Stitches 2017 blanket. And I'm sorry about my lighting. It's going to go up and down because it's so overcast right now. But this, let me get this stuff out of the way here. This is my August? I think it's my August square. And I had started the blanket, oh, that door bugs me. I had started the blanket last year and hadn't finished it. I stopped like after month 4, I think April. And one of my goals was to finish it this year. So so my months don't match up with the month. I just did August block and it's April. And the reason why is I'm just trying to crank out a block a month to get her done. So that I can get it assembled and everything. So I just did the camper block, and I did the bottom with some sparkle pink, which you probably will not be able to see very well. And it's been blocked, but it's a little putting up a fight here. I steam blocked it a little bit. So, oh, and if you guys want to see the old blocks, here's, I don't even know, was that last month or the month before? I think this was last month. So, last month of the blocks, which means July. And this one is, I still have to put a sun on it. I'm going to try to brighten this up just a tad. It kind of blows out really easily. There. Oh, nope, it reverted. There we go. There's supposed to be a sun here, but I want to do it in sparkle, because each of my squares I'm trying to do a little sparkle on. And I don't have yellow sparkle, so... And then here's the month prior, and I finished him up, and he's got little pink sparkle cheeks. And I put the eyes on. So that was what, June? I don't know. June maybe? And then here's May, which has a purple butterfly sparkle. And then what's before June? January, February, March, April. Oh, this is May, so April. Doy. So there's March. Oops, I meant to do April, which is the bunny for Easter. Then March, which, oh, and the bunny has the blue sparkly bow tie. Then March has the green sparkle for the shamrock. And then February has little red sparkles for the hearts, and then January was the snowman with the red sparkle scarf. So yeah, January, February, March, March, April, May, yeah, this looks right. June, yes, and then July was the beach one that I still need to put a yellow sun on with the sparkle, and then the camper is done. So August. So yeah. So the next one is going to be September, October, November, December. I only have 4 months left, and I want to get them done early so I can start attaching them and all of that. So yeah. So I did work on the blanket square. And I've been doing a lot of commissions, so I'll have to put some pictures into some of the commissions that I've already done and sold. So I didn't get a lot done on other stuff. Well, relatively speaking, I guess. And then I finished this blanket, which I will put pictures and video in so you guys can actually see it. This is the JoAnns / Karen stitch along for, like, it just ended, and Mikey from the Crochet Crowd was doing the YouTube videos, so I finished this entire blanket. So when I say I didn't get a lot done, for some reason I really had to make a blanket. Call me crazy. And this is all in squares, so there's 20 squares of each one for each week, and then you assemble them all, and then the border. So I just finished that, and I will, like I said, I'll put video in, and I took some video the other day when the lighting was better, so hopefully you can see better than today. Get the cat hair off. Oh, it got warmer, so the cats are shedding like crazy, even though I'm brushing them constantly. But yeah, this is a lap size Afghan about. Oh, and please excuse my nails. They're in bad shape. If you see any dark bits, it's not dirt, it's nail polish I took off the other day that I can't get it all the way off yet. Because I took off my acrylics and it made my nails really rough, and so I'm trying to keep them covered in a little bit of nail polish, and it's kind of hard to get all the old nail polish off with my nails being in the condition they're in. So anyways, nothing fancy with the nails. And then I just finished this, which is a shawl, and this was actually part of my bingo as well. This was the spring shawl, but I don't actually have any bingos. It's just off the bingo card. And I will also put in, I just finished it today, so I'll try to do some pictures of the whole thing if I can. Lighting is really bad in here. It was super sunny earlier, but then as soon as I got ready to film, it got overcast. So, but this is out of, let's see, my yarn band. Where are you? Where are you, yarn bands? I am not seeing it. Give me half a second. I have to grab the pattern anyway. Oh, it's over here. I put it together, of course. This is the Delish Yarn Boutique. I'm trying to stop this before it falls off the table. And it is in, what color was it in? Pinwheel Cookie. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it was very spring colors. It was very Eastery, and so I did it for the spring shawl. And this is the 90% acrylic, 10% alpaca. So super soft, super light, super awesome. I'm just still have to weave in my ends and wash and block it. But this was the pattern, and it was the Tahitian Nights Shawl from Rhohn Strong, and this was in the Current Crochet magazine. And I just saw it and I thought it was really pretty, so I used up almost all of my yarn, as much as I could, and the only thing I modified was this bottom border. I just put in another shell row, and then one of these mesh rows to start the picot, just to use up more of the yarn, because I was close, but not close enough. And so I did that one. And the current things I'm working on, hold on, I have to grab them, is the Mary Maxim for, hold on a sec, go on. Okay, I had to let the cat out before he started making a whole bunch of noise. This was the, what was it, February kit for the Mary Maxim knit kit. And this was a blanket that I didn't feel like doing at the time because I had just finished a blanket from Mary Maxim prior. And here it is. So just to show you, it is a lace blanket. Pretty simple lace knit. Size 8 needles, looks like. I think I just did what the pattern wanted. And yeah, easy pattern, easy to do. You purl back on the wrong side so it's not lace on two sides, which is always easier. And this is out of the Trinity Baby. And it's really soft. Antibacterial, anti-pill in color. Playful pink print. So, made in Turkey. I'm on the second ball. And this one has a blanket and a little hat. So, I'm working on that one. And what else am I doing? I just finished the spring shawl. I think the only other thing I'm doing is finishing up my amigurumi out of the red heart to do a video on later. So hopefully I'll get that done today or tomorrow. I kind of have to do it in small bursts because it's so tiny. I think I realized that's why I didn't like doing super tiny amigurumi, because it is so little bittle that it hurts my eyes and my fingers. So I kind of have to do it in little bursts to get her done. So and again, my lighting is so bad. So sorry, guys. And then the only other thing that I can think of that I haven't shown you... Let me look at this before my phone cuts me off. I'm already at 11 minutes, so... But I did an octopus. If you can see his little hands here. The color isn't right. He's a teal. He's a really pretty... And that came out dark. But he's lighter than that. He's a really pretty blue teal. I have video on him too to show you so you can see the whole thing. Because like I said, my overhead setup is, I don't get a lot of distance here. Come up a little bit. There we go. But anyways, I made him out of blanket yarn. He's pretty big around. He's about 34 inches around, his widest part. And his legs are off the body like 6.5 inches or so. And I made him more of a pillow style. And I made up the pattern, so there is no pattern for this. If you guys want to know what it is, there's no pattern. If I'm writing it up now, if you guys want it, let me know. I'm currently trying to get that finished with the writing and maybe get a couple of testers to test it out for me. I have a couple of people already in mind, but if I need more testers, I'll let you know. But yeah, I need to get it written up, tested at least a couple of times to make sure there's no major issues with the pattern, and then I'll let you guys know if you're interested. But yeah, I have better video of him. So I had an octopus commission, and I ended up making this instead and then making what they wanted. So I also finished 2 octopuses that I will put pictures in that were actually commissioned. I also have a lot more. I have a couple more commissions coming up with some blanket yarn. So that'll be fun. But I'm going to do my next one with one of Valerie's patterns with Old Soul Crochet, because she does a lot of blanket yarn patterns. It's for a baby, so they wanted an elephant. So I'm going to do her elephant pattern with the flannel for the ears and all that good stuff, which I've never done before. So that'll be really fun to follow one of Valerie's patterns. So this one I just kind of whipped up because I was thinking octopus, and then this just came out and I loved him, but it wasn't what they wanted. So I did this and then made theirs. Because sometimes when you got the creativity, you just got to go with the creativity. And I do a lot of patterns, I just don't write them down. I make stuff or I customize stuff for commissions all the time, and I'm thinking, I should probably write these down. People would probably want to make some of this stuff, and I could, to be honest, I could use some of the income. If I could charge a little bit for the patterns, that would help me out, and etc., etc. So it's dumb not to write them down. So yeah, so that's it. I'm going to keep talking till it cuts me off. So I think I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I did 7 on the bingo card. And I wanted to do a pair of socks. I didn't do that. I wanted to start another doll. I didn't do that. Only because I was so distracted with commissions and other things that Plus, I keep getting sick. So, in case you guys didn't know, to all my new subscribers, by the way, welcome everybody. I have a chronic illness, so I get sick a lot, and it'll throw me off and slow me down, and I have to keep going back to the doctor and getting new medications, and that was in there too, and so I never get as much done as I want, but I'm completely happy so far. And for future projects, I honestly don't know. I'm only working on that knit blanket right now. I just finished a big granny square blanket. And I honestly don't know. I think I'm just going to take a break after this and then see what I'm in the mood to make. I'd like to make something really fun. Maybe knit something else. And do like a couple crochets. But I really do need to put some socks in the needles. But I don't know. I lost my sock mojo. But yeah, if anybody's got any cool ideas, what they're making, let me know in the comments below and I'll look up the pattern. I don't know, I think I'm just kind of right now. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a break to get your creativity back, and I think I'm kind of there. So anyways, I gotta finish the amigurumi stuff and do that video. Hopefully my computer cooperates. So that'll be up in the next few days. Then the giveaway drawing will be at the end of the month. Also, the drawing for the Pahorka yarn, I always want to say that wrong, will be up at the end of the month, and I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll put the videos up, and I think that's it. I really keep thinking I have a project hiding somewhere that I haven't done, but because I usually have more, but I am good. I'm good to go. So, I don't think I'm going to get any bingos this month, but no big, I just do it for funsies, not really to enter for the prizes. I do have a couple acquisitions coming up, so when they come in, I'll film those for you guys, and I think that's it, except, no, even my acquisitions I don't have handy, but so I'll put those in another video. I only got like a couple of things that I wanted to share. But I want to get this up before I have any more computer issues. So, okay, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Love you, bye. Okay, hi everybody. I am going to go ahead and be moving this around, so I don't want to make anybody seasick, motion sick, because we're not on the sea. But this is the blanket that I was going to show you. And you can see how I kind of just alternated the squares, and it's pretty good size. It's still lap blanket size. I'm sorry, I kind of had to throw it on my bed. But just to give you an idea, it's pretty good sized. And I don't know if I can get it all into one picture, but there you go. And you can see how I switched the green and the purple, and over here I did the green and the other purple. And then over here I did the dark green with the light purple, and then up here at the top I did the dark green with the purple, because I just had to work with the greens I had and the purples. And then all of these are the same, these squares. These are all the same except I ran out, so at the bottom there's a darker blue across the three on the bottom and the three on the top. And then I just did the border with, this was a different blue I had handy. And then the same purples from the blanket. So that's it. And that must be why I tortured myself with granny squares. There was like 20 of each color, and I'm good about 10. And then after that it's just torture to finish. And then the weaving in all the colors, the ends for all the color changes. Why? Why do I do this? But I had an urge, so I did it, and it's done. Plus, I was going to finish it by the deadline, because if you do this is the JoAnns blanket from the Karen Make Along, I just say crochet along, but you can enter it to Mikey, the crochet crowd. I got to look up where to enter it. I think Facebook or something. If it's Facebook, I'm doomed. I can't do Facebook, but you can enter a picture of it for a drawing, and they're giving away 3 prizes, so I want to get that done on time. And then here's my octopus. Let me show you guys. I'm trying to do as little editing as possible, so I'm just going to kind of do all 3 of them here, and you can see he's really good sized. And here's that's his back, and here's his face, and his underneath. There he is. He's just basically a big pillow, squishy stuffy to sit on your bed, and he's chunky. Oops, I'm not even looking at him. So he can actually sit up a little bit because he's so chunky. But I shaped his head pointy because I thought it was adorable. And then I also shaped him with the back of the head a little more out like this than the front. Kind of like an octopus. So that's what he looks like. And then this was the Sabella shawl from Melanie. And I do have a picture of it on the mannequin I will also put in. But I just kind of wanted to show you how the ombre worked all the way across on the shawl. And I did steam block this ombre yarn because it's very stiff from Red Heart. So you'll see I have a little more drape because I did steam block it to try to kill the acrylic to get it softer. And yeah, really happy with that. I just wish Red Heart would have made their ombre yarn a little softer to work with, but some of the colors are softer than others. I've noticed the gray is a little more rough than the blue and the peach, but I love gray, but it did soften up quite a bit. I did wash it, block it, and then steam block it out to get it as soft as I could. I don't have a dryer. If I threw it in a dryer, it would probably be even softer, but... And that is it for those. I'm going to go ahead and try to edit this video. The border on this is a crop stitch, and it was curling up really badly. I did steam block just the border and a little bit of these flowers, but it doesn't look like it's going to... It's still better than it was. I tried to get the tension right, but it still curled up, and I'm afraid it's going to curl up again. But what are you going to do with acrylic? So, okay, you guys,